Alright, y'all, we're picking up where we left off at, and we left off with something being wrong with the car and me saying I have a flat. All praises to God, it was not a flat. So it has a bottom undercarriage cover, and for me, going over when I'm parking, going over too much, scraping the bottom, and me doing 80, 90 miles an hour, the bottom piece that covers the undercarriage flipped back. So it goes like this at the tip of the car, and it flipped back, and so it was dragging. So the noise that I thought was a flat tire, alhamdulillah, is not a flat tire, but it was the dragging of the undercarriage. I thought I was in Dixon. I thought I was going to be able to make it back to SAC and get some help with that, but my help in SAC is in SAC, and I'm in Dixon. I called another person that I thought would be able to help me. That person was unavailable, and I couldn't actually make contact with that person. So with all that being said and done, what I did was I pulled off the road and onto a gas station, and I just looked underneath her myself. I have no tools, but I have a knife. Don't play. I stay with a knife. It stays open. It stays in my door, right next to my spray bottle for my voodoo water and my Febreze to freshen up the car. So I just went underneath there and did what I know best. I fixed it. I cut that joint straight off, all the way across. Just totally cut it off. It's not something that is needed for the mechanics of the car or anything like that. It just covers the undercarriage. And so, alhamdulillah, I was able to fix that by myself. With that being said, that is who I am. I'm a problem solver. I'm a solution finder. Sometimes it takes me a little longer to find a solution, but 9 times out of 10, that's who I am. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a materialistic type of person. I'm not health fanatic. I'm not, even as a mom, a sister, or daughter, I've always been a problem solver. Solving problems, solving other people's problems, solving my problems. And it's not about being independent. It's not about a woman doing anything a man can do. That's just my plot in life, is to find solutions and solve problems. So back to the name Kyoko. Kyoko is Japanese and it means mirror. I am the reflection I see. If I engage with somebody, I see positive qualities in them. I pick up those positive qualities. Whether I keep them or not is a different story, but I do pick up other people's positive qualities. If I see something that somebody else is doing, or somebody has some knowledge or something, I engage in that knowledge. And I never know when I'm going to use these tools that I have. I just don't know. But I'm open to them. Even if it's some knowledge that I disagree with, I'm still open to it. I never know who needs to hear that. That's one of the biggest things that's on Facebook right now is, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're so beautiful. Love yourself. You know, like, I've always had that concept. And I never know when I'm going to use this information. Like, my daughter gave me the knife for my protection, because no, there is no protection between me and somebody jumping in the backseat. We know with Trump being in office, there's, you know, it's basically 1950, 1965, all over again, right? And so one thing I appreciate about driving out here in San Francisco, and then especially in San Francisco, but some of the surrounding areas as well, is I don't have to deal with the confrontation of me being Muslim, me being a woman, me being a driver, like I do in Sacramento. In Sacramento, there's a lot of stairs. In Sacramento, we are tribal in Sacramento. We are very tribal in Sacramento. more so than people actually realize they are. But in the Bay Area, because everybody else is trying to be accepted for who they are and the lifestyle they live, they accept others for the most part, right? So when we think of San Francisco, it's like, oh, you know, that's where the gay people are, right? So they accept other people because they're being discriminated against. The funny thing about that is they discriminate against each other way more. Like, they discriminate against their own gay community versus discriminating against people who are not part of their community. So that's kind of weird to me. Sorry, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so who am I? I'm a problem solver. If you give me a problem, I can solve it. Now, on the flip side of that, I a lot of times have a hard time solving my own problems, which is like, yo, that doesn't make no sense. You're a problem solver? Yeah, I can solve everybody else's problems. I can help everybody else with their problems, but I have a hard time solving my own problems, which reminds me of something that Bernie Mac has said in an interview, I think back in like 2003, give or take, where he said that people can stand on their porch and see what's going on across the street, but have a hard time seeing what's going on right next to them. And I can see that in myself. I can help people solve their problems. I could foresee what somebody is going to do based off of their movements. But I have a hard time seeing my own problems. I have a hard time solving my own problems because I second guess my judgment when it comes to me. Not my judgment when it comes to other people, but I second guess my judgment when it comes to me. And some may say, well, why do you do that? I'm learning that it has a lot to do with childhood. A lot of stuff that I went through in childhood. And although there's stories I can share, this happened, that happened, I want to be respectful to my family and not share the information of who did what to me or who I went through certain experiences with. I want them to have that privacy, and I don't want people to know their flaws and look at them in a different type of way. So I will share stories, and some of them will be negative stories, because negative stories are usually the ones that have the biggest impact on us in our lives and how we choose to live. But I will not share who did what, and I'll keep it kind of broad for the most part. But that's an introduction to who I am. I have more videos that will come as I have time unfolding. Unfortunately, we're going on 10 minutes. You know, that's my limit for the videos and stuff. So this is your girl B.A.Y.E Upcycle. Birth name Kyoko Aquilina Loya. I am the reflection I see. And with that being said, until next time.